Silk, your turn.
Alright. So Silk is just going to shift out of the spooky aura. Meanwhile, Red is going to yell at where this guy used to be, "Miserable whelp!" And then vent his anger on this guy.
Seems a healthy thing to do.
That's how he do. Oh,
Angry.
Oh no!
one of those hit.
Well, that went downhill fast.
I technically rolled 3 ones there. Excellent.
Alright, so, that is 12 damage?
12 damage.
Alright,
And its speed is lowered by 10. Because why not?
fair enough. Anything else, Silk?
No, that's everything. She's just kind of ducking down again.
Alright, it's this thing's turn. Okay, they're not the smartest creatures around, so this thing is going to Yes, okay. Quick question. You're setting your spear, does it kill the thing's momentum?
No.
Okay.
But not that I'm aware of. It doesn't say that.
Alright, give me a second here.
I just know if it moves within 5 feet of me, I can attack it.
There's not any way it can legally do this thing that it wants to do. Because the mechanics of the game sort of get in the way of how it wants to do the thing it wants to do. Okay then. Well, it really wants to get at Saint, but the rules say it can't put it here because there's a PC there, so...
I mean, isn't it bigger than us?
It could probably push out of
You know
the
what?
way.
Fair point. It's going to haul itself up there, slam its body onto the deck, shoving Silk to the side,
There we go.
and it's going to go chomp on Silk.
Oh no.
Do I get to make that attack?
Wait,
Yes.
hang on Silk or on...
Saint. Sorry,
Okay.
Saint. Saint's what I meant to say.
There's a huge difference in armor class here.
Put these things, there we go, to the back. Alright, go ahead and give me that attack roll, Polia.
Yep.
Oh.
Rip!
Well, there's not all I can do about a 3 on the dice.
Yeah.
Alright, this thing is going to chomp down on Saint. That is a 29 versus armor class.
Yikes. Okay. Wait, do I get an attack of opportunity?
No, you only get an attack opportunity if it leaves your threat range.
Blah. Okay.
Alright, you take 40 piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage, and you are grappled. Alright, and then we'll put this to indicate, oopsies, there we go, that you are grappled. That was this thing's turn. Fawn, your turn.
Well, I have a huge gash on my side, and I smell like dead fish. I'm going to rage.
Alright, sounds good. Time to get mad. I forgot that Fawn was a barbarian.
Wait, hold up. What? Oh my.
How dare you?
That's a twist.
How dare you? This suit is dry clean.
Alright, intimidation? Alright, so is that an actual mechanical thing you're doing, or are you just rolling an intimidation check?
I'm just rolling an intimidation check for flavor.
Fair enough. Just for kicks and giggles, let's roll some opposed checks. Okay. This one appears to be slightly surprised and is spooked as an undead sea monster can be. This one's too busy nomming on Saint to care.
No.
So I need to reopen.
Why don't you chomp on this?
All right. All right. You hit, but it appears that your frost just simply crosses the creature's skin and flakes off with none effect.
Alright, and as my bonus action,
However, I think it still loses its speed. Funny enough. But yes. Anyways, for your move action or your movement, because technically there's no move action in this game.
as my bonus action, I am going to give Saint Bardic Inspiration. And that is a D10 Saint.
Ooh.
Purple.
So that applies to like
Bardic
One-
Inspiration applies to anything but attack or damage rolls, basically.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I thought you could apply it to attack rolls.
If you do a College of Valor or Blades or whatever.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Let me check.
Fawn, you want pink or purple?
Pink. It makes sense for.
I figured you picked pink, but never hurts to ask. Anything else, Fawn?
Never mind. It's one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It's a College of Valor to also be able to add it to attack damage.
Ah, gotcha. So basically, if you roll a d20, you can add a d10 to it.
Yeah.
Alright, is that everything, Fawn?
That is everything.
Alright, Citrus.
Okay. Citrus is a bat. So, does anyone else actually want advantage on attacky thing?
I mean, I'll take it.
I could use it, but I'm also kind of stuck right now.
I see.
By being grappled, say it's got disadvantage on attack rolls.
I guess Siltrus. Siltrus. I guess Citrus is going to just sort of fly over this monster, and she can't really squeak at it annoyingly from so far in the air. So sort of fly over and then fly down near this thing's face again, and sort of just like chirp at its eyes.
This one?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, I guess.
Oh, and did Road? I guess I said I don't think it matters much.
So who are you giving advantage?
Well, Saints. I guess just Road.
Against the same creature?
Against the same creature.
Alright. Saint, your turn. Saint?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, do I make a strength check automatically, or do I have to use an action to do that?
You know what? Fawn didn't spend an action earlier to break it, so you don't have to. And then remind me to look it up after we're done with this.
Like, I think you do, I just made a mistake.
Well, to stay
But-
consistent, let's go ahead and run with that for now, and then we'll look it up afterwards. Because I think it is an action, but whatever.
I also think it is an action, but look it up later.
But for now, it's not. So go ahead.
So I get it for free then.
More or less.
Cool. I won't argue with that.
You break out just fine.
There you go.
This thing is sad because there's a follow-up to that it wanted to do.
Alright, since it doesn't apply to attack rolls, does grappling count as an attack roll?
To actually grapple something?
Yes.
I think you just make opposed checks.
Alright, then I'll use my Bardic Inspiration on that.
Are you grappling this thing?
Saint is going to Death Hug.
Nice.
Yes.
I think this thing might be physically too big. Hold on a second. Actually, I don't think.
Grab it by the tooth.
Just like grab its like ear flaps.
Where are you grappling? There we are. 195. Take a look. Oh, that was I didn't foresee this turn of events. Alright. Okay. The target grapple must be no more than one size larger than you and must be within your reach. In short, this thing's too big. Unfortunately.
Depression.
I should probably flip you though, huh? Well, that said, this thing is looking pretty beat up. This thing, however, is looking pretty healthy. Well, relatively speaking. It has less chunks blown out of it.
Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna hit it.
And just to be certain, this one's goaded, right, by Saint?
It's only goaded for one turn, and I think it's already been one turn, so...
Yeah.
It'll be one turn on you.
Is it now? Anyways, I think I've had more than one turn already.
I think I skipped this guy, truth be told.
Yeah, until the end of your next
No,
turn.
it attacked, someone.
He's very distracted right now.
I'm pretty sure this thing's turn got skipped, but you know what? That's just as fine. It probably would have missed. So, 'cause I don't remember making any attack rolls with a disadvantage. Right. So, Saint, you are attacking something, yes?
I'm attacking this one.
All right, sounds good.
I'm going to, what's it called? Right,
You didn't skip its turn. That's the one with 5 on the initiative.
Well, yeah, because the Saint goaded it, and then it went down, and it should have attacked with disadvantage, but I don't remember rolling any attacks with disadvantage, so I think I just inadvertently skipped it. So I think that was the point when I suddenly realized I had 2 monsters by accident.
Super disadvantage.
So yeah, I think I accidentally skipped it. It's just as fine. So Saint, yes, bash it good.
Alright, and I'm gonna use my free crit hit thing on it.
I was going to recommend that actually.
And on this one, I'm gonna use a, what's it called? A superiority dice to menace it.
Oh, that's pretty funny. All right, carry on.
Does that hit?
Yes, that hits. Also, I forgot something. Road, you've hit this thing with 2 melee attacks?
Oh no.
Is my button working? Rhodes only hit 1 melee attack.
Alright, Apollo, you hit with 1 melee attack, right?
No.
No, probably missed and then just beamed it.
Right,
I
that's
just
right.
realized I've been ignoring part of Booming Blade. Has the one that I last hit moved yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
So that'd be this guy. And
Okay, so there's only been 2 melee hits so far. Road and Saint just now, correct? Alright, you both take 10 necrotic damage for hitting the thing.
Oh, that's fun. Am I able to, as a reaction? I'm kidding. I'm guessing. Yeah, never mind. I think that only applies to like attack rolls. This is just Armor of Agathis, but on Snake, right?
Well, it's just whenever you hit it or touch it, for that matter, you take
Okay.
10 necrotic damage.
Gotcha. So then,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I can't avoid that. My bad.
Wait,
Um,
touch it?
Well, yeah, if you reach out and touch it.
I mean, Road is
Poor Road.
standing on top of one of them. Should he be taking 10 every turn?
Fair point. Technically, yes, so take 20.
Oh no.
Technically, I think it's supposed to be 30, but I'm not that vindictive, so...
I see.
Um,
Time to jump off the snake.
yeah, as all of a sudden, retroactively, you feel a horrible burning on your flesh as it begins rotting off at an accelerated rate.
Well, you know what's gonna happen this turn?
Saint, yes. Crit damage, yes?
Yes, for this first attack.
Are you tossing some smites in there?
Smite it.
Sure, why not?
Smite
I'll
it
add
good.
another.
Oh no.
Oh, you
That's
don't
like
have
extra
to.
2d6 or something.
Let's see, at this level... Let's see.
I get the suspicion smites just turn these things inside out.
What level paladin are you again?
Level 3.
Level 3 paladin? Okay. That's paladin, there we
Okay,
go.
2d8. You get an extra 2d8 radiant.
Oh, you didn't quite... Alright, so... Alright, so go ahead and hold up your damage, which is what? 20... And you're tossing a superior... You rolled the superiority dice, it looks like.
So that's 27.
27... Double that... Because you crit.
52.
52 plus an extra 11 because this thing is vulnerable to radiant. So you just did 68 damage.
Nice.
Also, it's gotta make a wisdom saving throw. Although I don't think it matters too much. But still.
It failed the wisdom saving throw.
Alright, it is now frightened.
Yes, it is actually. These things aren't immune to that, funny enough.
Hey.
Are immune to what?
Frightened.
Oh.
They are not. They are not immune to frightened, which I
Oh
find
wait,
to be really funny.
2d6 damage of that is fire damage.
Let's see. That 2d6 was 8.
Yes.
Okay, so it gets back 16. There we go.
Alright, so do I take 10 damage for every time I melee it, or do I take 10 damage for
Every time you
if I melee it?
every time you hit it with a melee attack, you take 10 damage.
Alright, cool. Apollo, you're probably gonna want to heal me. Because I have 2 more attacks.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh, fun.
I don't think Road would be able to do it in his next turn unless he did a couple
Well,
scary things, but he would be able to heal you too.
I should note, it's only if you hit with a melee attack, so if you miss, you don't take the damage. But I think in this situation, you'd rather take the damage.
Does that still affect me if I have reach on my weapon?
I think it is just like all-encompassing, like Armor of Agathis. Still.
Well, you'll have to try and see if your reach weapon overcomes that or not.
Well, I move over there, because I haven't moved at all. And then I'll do it.
Funny enough, that doesn't provoke any attacks opportunity because these things' ability to reach. So, all right, go ahead and make your attack roll. That's a hit, and you do not suffer the necrotic damage.
Hooray.
Apparently, being next to them is what causes it. So get 10 HP back. Since I saw you took 10 damage preemptively. And I guess you've hit twice, it looks like.
Aha, yes, I've done it.
Are you turning any of those into crits, or...
No, because that would definitely kill me.
A little bit.
Alright, go ahead and give me some damage. Alright. Oh wait, that is Gets back 7 more HP. And then down there, it takes minus 18 damage. Okay. Is everything safe?
That's everything.
Alright, sounds good. It is time for the guards. Oh, shoot,
not
the
dead
guards
yet.
should, the guards should have taken necrotic damage too.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay. They have 1 hit point left.
Haha.
So yeah, they're going to take a step
Fred,
back.
Fred, you need to stop.
They're fairly smart, so they're not going to provoke attacks of opportunity. Yes, this friend is also going to move back. Thank you. Actually, did this friend see that happen? You know, I'm going to roll. Clint, high or low?
Hi.
Okay, friend saw it. So friend knows not to hit with melee attacks.
Yay.
All right, now friends are going to. Should they focus fire or should they spread their attacks? Oh yeah, this guy is no longer the thing that you did earlier, right? This guy?
Goading attack or whatever.
Yeah, the goading attack. The
think-
goading
Yeah,
attack.
that's not affected anymore.
All right. Who gave it Fawn gave it disadvantage. That's what happened. Okay. Still there. Anyways, yes, the guards' turns. Well, they were going to shoot, and they're going to. Yep. One of them's going to shout out, "Should we focus fire or should we spread our fire?"
That's actually a good question.
Can I roll, like, how loud do they yell?
You can hear. He's yelling pretty loudly.
Okay. Even from on top the snake. What's the
Decide
most
quick-
injured at this point? Can we...
Decide quickly.
I think it's this one, but
No, actually, this was most injured. Saint ripped
Oh.
into it pretty hard.
that is true.
I guess, honestly, spread fire now is probably the best idea, because...
Answer quickly. I'm
Alright.
sticking.
All right, Red's gonna call back. Kill the weak one.
Right, focus fire. All
you,
right,
Red.
let's make some attack rolls, shall we? Oh no! Go back to 20. I need you. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a hit, I believe. Yes, that is a hit. And that is a crit.
Yay!
Nice.
Hey.
All
him,
right.
Fred.
So I use this. So that is minimum damage. Woo! All right. That's 2 damage. That is 6 damage, and then the crit is 14 damage. So I did 2 damage, and then 6 damage, and then a pretty good crit, all things considered, for 14.
Ooh, nice.
All right, a series of ice shards fly through the air and stab into this thing, causing it to shake and writhe and scream. It's not looking so pretty anymore.
It looked pretty to begin with.
I mean, if you,
It's beautiful face.
I mean, you know, that might be someone's aesthetics.
It's kind of cool.
Certainly not Fawn's.
Rotting lizard is my aesthetic personally.
Totally.
All right, this thing finally gets a turn. Now that it's the
Also,
turn.
OC, not enough tentacles.
You just pretend the thing coming off the chin of tentacles. There you go.
There you go.
All right, so This thing here. Which target? Which target? That is a good question. It's hexed, but I can't do anything with that hex at the moment.
Hexed, insulted.
Right, it's insulted, isn't it? Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and chomp it, Fawn.
Oh no.
Well, how about 15 versus armor class?
That might actually hit.
Oh.
That is not a hit.
Thank goodness you made fun of it. Otherwise, I think you had like a 21 to hit.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so it goes to chomp down at you, but apparently your insults cause some doubts in its mind. It chomps just shy of you.
They sting.
Words hurt.
That was its turn. Road, your turn.
Okay, so Road is going to do the sensible thing now and jump off of the giant undead lizard.
That's causing you damage.
Probably.
Yeah, about that.
What now, Fun?
What are you doing? As the cow lands on me.
Oh no, I wasn't. Road was going to do like a. Road is not going to land on the deer.
Back
If
on the
I
boat,
can
I think, is the
help
idea.
it. Yeah.
I mean, it's a
That way.
15-foot jump.
He can do
Yeah.
it. I believe in him.
Make a running jump.
I want to
try
do a roll. Well, wait. Actually, how big is this thing towering up?
Combat roll off the serpent.
Combat roll. No.
We'll say it's currently 20 pups above the surface.
Okay. So how much is the boat sticking up?
We'll say about. What is it about? These sort of ships, is it about half the ship is above the water? We'll say about 15. We'll say about 10 pups. That sounds good.
Okay. So then, would it be possible for Road to actually jump onto like the mast here?
One of the lower masts, yeah.
Okay. Then I think Road is going to sort of do a hop and a skip and a leap. If that's going to be acrobatics, I'll roll that. And
Yeah, go ahead.
try to. I keep closing the sheet. I was told that I cannot do that, and I'm still doing it.
Why do you close the character sheet?
I don't know. The X button is so appealing.
Nailed it.
Oh my goodness, Road.
There you go.
He does a.
All right.
So he does combat roll off the serpent.
Sure does.
Combat rolls onto, I guess. So, boop, and then
Here, let me.
ish, but above Saint.
All right. All
Actually,
right.
if I can extend that, I'm gonna say that he's about here.
You know you can just put yourself on the grid and then move accordingly.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm trying to. I want to be in Saint's space, pretty much, but I guess
I would just leave it there and call it close enough myself. But
that's fair. So,
There.
oh, okay. All right then.
Because you're on a higher elevation, so you get to be.
Road is sitting on top of Saint's head. No. So I think Road from here is going to do a simple. Oh wait, actually, I can be fancy. So I would like to do a thing that nobody does outside of like level 5. So let's see. Let me look this up
Oh,
because
dear.
I'm forgetting it last second.
As I tried to dismiss the image of Road having perched himself in Saint's antlers.
Good. So
call back to earlier.
yep. Okay. So being above Saint, hopefully this doesn't take her into account. But he grabs onto the gem at his side once more, pushes it out, and holding it like a yeah. This time he's going to hold it sort of upwards, like a prism, and it does an energy channel thing again, but it seems like a lot of it's just natural light. I'm not sure the best way to explain this, but what happens is effectively it does a spray of interesting color towards both of these fools,
Ooh.
and hopefully takes over a bit of them.
So, would you call it a color spray?
It is a color spray. Road is
Hey,
shooting the rainbow.
Doctor, I think I might be homosexual. Anyways,
Yes, exactly that. Thank you.
rainbow.
Rainbow.
All right.
Okay,
So saving throws, I assume.
I'll use it at second level. So,
Saving
would
throws,
be-
I assume. Yes.
no, color spray is funny because it goes off of health. That's like the whole reason nobody uses it above health 5.
Oh.
But this would be what, 8d10, I think. So let's see. Don't be bad, please. Oh, that's not bad at all. So,
Whoa.
starting with
Oh.
the one that Road just jumped off of, and ending on the one that, you know, is there and nomming on the same, is, if that 54 goes above the first one's health, then they're blinded, and if the remainder from that goes above the second one's health, they're also blinded.
All right. This one is not blinded. This one is.
Whoa. Then that is good. And I think that will be the extent of Road's turn.
There you go, Fawn.
We'll use. We'll use this for blind, I guess. All right then. All right. Anything else, Road? Aside from puking at rainbows.
After puking out rainbows, I don't think Road does anything else. Except maybe regret not giving Citrus the same.
Kausoke, he pukes rainbows.
Yes.
All right. Then that makes it Apollo's turn then.
Saint needs health, right?
I am very dying.
Yes. Here, let me. There you go. See.
Well,
No, it's not.
if 35 health
Okay.
counts as dying.
Close.
Closer to dying than you're comfortable with.
So,
I need it more.
Maybe I should have healed there.
hey, Saint. You heal 34.
Wow.
Oh, that is way better than like 2d8 plus 2.
But that spent 7 psi points.
That's not good.
Trade-offs.
Was that your action?
Yep.
Anything else for your turn then?
Nope.
All right. Silk.
All right. So I want to go up. This is still in its threatened range, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna shoot this one. Yeah, shoot this one. This is the one that's more injured now, right?
Yes.
Shooting that one.
This one does not look all that healthy. Or I should say, it looks even more unhealthy than it did before.
I can't imagine either of them are in good condition right now, but
They should have gone to the
Oh,
gym a bit
great.
more. Oh, that's. I appreciate the fact that you got.
Wonderful.
I
This
appreciate
always
that-
seems to happen.
I appreciate you
oh,
got.
I have net 3 attacks here.
Yeah, you have net 3 attacks. All right then. So your first one kills it. But how what happens?
I don't really know how to add flair to this aside from maybe just like line up, shoot it right through the eye.
Well, it turns to look at you as you unleash your first Eldritch Blast. It looks at you, roars, and you unleash your second. And it goes into its mouth, causing it to basically swell up until its head explodes into a confetti as the rest of it slumps down into the ocean and sinks down below.
Does
Hooray.
any of that confetti get on Fawn?
It goes everywhere.
Oh no.
Good to know.
Wait, does that mean I can? Does that mean I can spend that last attack on the other guy?
Yes.
Cool. Do that.
All right then. You will go ahead and take. Fawn, despite the confetti, you managed to avoid it. Congratulations.
Fawn has cover because there's the other one there.
All right. Anything else, Silk?
Nope.
I guess I can remove the status effects from this thing now.
And Red is now satisfied.
All right, that makes. Oh, that was that. The thing's no longer on initiative. Fawn, your turn.
Stab the blind.
Hmm.
No, the blind one is the one that died.
Wait, was it? Oh,
Yes.
I thought
This one's like hexed and maybe something else.
This one had 20 HP left, and then you crit it.
Oh, indeed.
I was trying. Whatever, it's fine.
But yes, Fawn, your turn.
Oh, Fishy, your lunch is leaving.
That's a 7 total. So it's going to go ahead and take it 7 psychic damage. And it's going to look around frantically, trying to figure out where its lunch, like what you're referring to.
I'm referring to this. And I'm going to daintily prance in this general direction.
If it had a fist, it would shake it at you in anger. Alright, anything else, Fawn?
That should be all.
Citrus!
Squeak.
Sounds a good thing to do.
Yes, Citrus does the squeak, and that doesn't really mean much.
I feel inspired.
Yay! I suppose. I feel like Saint is going to rip this thing a new one. So, Citrus, realizing her mistake, is gonna just flap over here and, like, try to give Saint that good old. Wait, hold on. How exactly does aid another one? Am I doing this right? Because I know you have to be in 5 feet, but am I help action? Aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within. Okay, got it. So yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, just had to double check. And so
That's
yeah,
fine.
Citrus is gonna do the squeak and the fly, and then do a circle, and Saint's superpowers.
What color you want, Saint?
Purple, because purple is pretty.
Purple it is. Alright then. Well, that makes it Saint's turn.
Get him.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, how, pretty is this one looking?
Well, it's got blood splattered all over it.
It's pretty beat up. It's not as like close to being dead again as the other one was when it died, but it's not looking too good.
Saint, this one bit me.
Mom.
Bite it back.
Patience.
Bite it back. Jeez.
So for a brief second, I thought that was actually Saint. You said, "Saint, this one bit me." I was like, "Wait, what?"
Oh no.
But yes, Saint, what are you doing?
I'm gonna surprise. I'm gonna hit it.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. That is a miss,
I'm going
actually.
to add +10 to that.
That's sounds good. You're adding 10 to it, you said?
Yeah, that's my channel divinity.
Ah, okay then. Don't forget you also have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, I still have that. Okay.
Yeah.
You sure do.
So you might not need to.
Wait, this is an attack roll though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can use bardic. You can basically, if you're rolling a d20, you can add bardic inspiration to it. Hey, look at that! You hit.
Hey.
Oh, okay, cool.
You did not miss by much. Also, take the 10 necrotic
Wait, do I have to
damage.
declare superiority dice before or after? Or can I do it whenever? Hold on. Ugh.
Well, I'd imagine
So-
it'd be before you roll damage. I'm not sure what superiority dice do, so.
Essentially, you roll a d8, you add extra damage, and then an effect attaches to it depending on what maneuver you use. Battlemaster has many lovely options.
Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna hit it. Just gonna hit it very, very.
Sounds like a good idea. Now, when you say very hard, are we talking like crit hard?
Not. I'm going to kill myself with the crit card.
Oh, I
hard.
forgot. You also had advantage on this attack roll, anyways.
Oh. Okay.
Because I forgot about citrus for a second there. Roll again just to see if you crit. You know, crit fishing, because why not? Okay. Alright, so that is minus the 8, so that is 24 damage. Alright.
Yes.
You take 10 necrotic if you haven't yet. And I believe that was the first attack, so that's done. But you still have your inspiration because you didn't need to use it.
Not dead yet. Alright, alright.
Not
You know what?
yet.
I'm just gonna smite it. Whatever. We're gonna have a short rest, probably.
Probably.
I mean, maybe.
Alright, go ahead and give me an attack roll. That is a hit. Another 10 necrotic for you.
Why?
There's not a lot left of this thing.
Why?
um. So, do you have a third attack?
If I make this one a crit, yeah.
Hmm.
But I don't think I'm allowed to declare that after it hits.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yes. I will agree. All right.
Or
So
it might. Hold on, I gotta check the pinned. A 1. Oh, Jesus, why?
this thing does not have a lot of HP left.
Let the guards finish it off.
They might.
Before or after an attack roll was made. Okay, cool. Alright, so I will make it a crit hit.
Oh no.
Okay.
And I'll take half that damage. So 14.
So. Alright, well, this thing had 7 HP left after that. So,
So it takes an extra like 14 or something.
yes, it's now at -7.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so you got the killing blow. What happens to this thing?
So, her armor burbling with acid stuff. Breathing heavily. Saint raises her axe up in the air, high, letting the flame glow in the air for a moment. Is it night or day?
We'll say it's a little in the afternoon.
Oh, alright, no dramatic world glow then. And she slams it through the creature's neck and yells, "Leave my friends alone!"
And as you smash it, its head cleaves clean off, smashes against the side of the ship, and falls into the water as its body slithers into the deep.
I am going to use this opportunity to make one last vicious mockery at it.
You know what? Sure, go ahead.
Oh, hey, you found the food.
And with that,
Yay!
Now, is there a way to get up?
No, you just have to walk next to the ship this whole time now.
Several of the guards go running off to go grab a ladder to lower down to you. And after a few moments, they return and drop a ladder down for you to climb up.
Because mind that I don't have my wings yet.
Hello again. Sorry about that. Weather really doesn't like me, despite how much I like it.
Oh no.
So, I mostly heard what I missed, and good pun, or not pun, good comeback fun. I'm gonna roll some Constitution saves I should have rolled before. And oh no, I have messages. I don't need to open my sheet for that. Hold on. I can open the fake sheets. Yes. Thank you.
As Fawn climbs onto the ship, the guards look down at her. Are you okay, Miss Fawn?
I think that's good.
Never better. Ow.
Sorry. I forgot your surname. Crystal Wolf. Are you okay there, Miss Crystal Wolf? One of them shouts over, make sure her chambers are ready. She'll need the rest. And a guard scrambles down below decks.
Didn't realize we were escorting royalty on this mission.
Was that an in-character comment?
Very underneath her breath.
Gotcha. Let's see if the guard that's near Paula, near Ish, heard that.
That's right, you didn't hear anything.
Can I roll to hear that?
Oh boy.
Sure, why not?
I don't have advantage on hearing things. Why is that on? Where's the clicky button that I click? Click! Road briefly hears reality and all of us talking before hearing.
Road hears reality.
Road goes insane.
I actually once took psychic damage because I crit a perception check.
Oh,
I'm still upset.
no.
I'm still upset at my DM to this day. But no, you will not take any psychic damage here.
Not this time.
Not this time.
You have heard Apollia's uttered or muttered comment.
I didn't actually have much planned for how he would react to more. I think that more of he does that one playful roll of his eyes. You know the one.
I think by this point...
Please demonstrate in character.
Well, to be fair, how long have we been on this ship? Or how
3
long have we been
days.
traveling?
So you guys have been traveling for about half a month, so we'll say about 2.5 weeks, and then you've been on the ship.
I think they have a pretty good idea of what Fawn is like by now.
Yeah. I wanted to ask actually, how much have we interacted? Because Throde would have questions for Apolia and Silk and things. Also, we should probably get on to Saint at some point for committing murder, but I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, what I will say is the trip up here was a very busy time. Most of you were very preoccupied with trying to get the caravan through the wilderness.
That's fair.
So you didn't really, despite how much time it took to travel, there wasn't a lot of time to talk to each other just because you were busy interacting with the caravan, getting it working. And actually, you know what? We're gonna say it's been 2 days. This is your second day at sea, because the first day was also a very busy day of getting assigned duties, doing those duties, and getting things taken care of. And this is essentially the very first time you really had an opportunity to sort of take a breather and be like, okay, let's get our bearings kind of thing.
It's all going downhill from here, Fawn.
So hold on, where's Donaz right now?
Yeah, how did Donai should have contributed to this fight? If he was
Below-
out here, he would have been able to body
That's-
both of these things with 1 health.
No, we don't want him to take acid damage though, or necrotic or whatever.
Well, here's the thing. He drinks the water, and then fires it out like a decanter on geyser mode.
Yes, exactly.
To answer your question, Dilnaz is below decks.
That was my assumption the whole time. Combat, I suspect, is not his specialty.
Not especially now. A 5th level EO would have been more than capable of killing him if he had truly desired to do so.
And then we would have like branded him a traitor and sent him to the hold.
Jeez.
Don't tell IO that.
Let's
But
not
that said-
let's not talk about Doom timelines.
But that said, one of the other guards shouts to the group, Are you all okay?
Yes.
Just peachy. Ow.
Good sort of stands up and recovers his bearings and just kind of replies with a, yeah, I think so. Looks back and forth.
I've fared worse.
Saint just kind of stands there and breathes heavily.
Zillick is lost in thought.
Oh. That's a 2 on the dice. So anyone with a good perception can see that she is limping. Like she's got a pretty big wound on her side.
Miss Crystal Hoof might need some attention.
Oh, does Apollo say that in character?
Yes.
Oh
I
no.
Medical
assumed as much.
attention.
One of the guards looks up at her, curious, and looks down at Fawn. Forgive me, Miss Crystalhoof, but do you mind if I take a closer look?
Sure. Could we go below decks though?
Certainly. This way, please.
Road can't. Oh.
We will say that this right here is the door down to the lower decks.
Okay.
And, what's going on?
Road looks over to Apollio with a slight joking smile, and when doesn't she?
Apollo laughs.
Oh no.
And then I guess he's probably going to climb. Or wait, actually, you know what? He's gonna stay here.
Excuse me, miss.
Hmm?
I don't mean to bother you any, but he looks. Red is out and very visible, right?
At this point, yeah.
He looks a bit unnervously that Red struggles to say what he wants to say, but perhaps in a social faux pas blurts it out anyways. That thing that showed up, he points over here at the island that popped up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about that?
Can I make some kind of check for this?
Sure.
That's what I've wanted to do already.
Which check do you want to make?
History and or Arcana are the two I'd want to make.
All right. Well, either or will give you different results.
I'm gonna go with history.
All right. Okay. All right. In your gallivants about Foenum and a little bit in Rain, you've heard stories of a crazy cult that has been courting reporting dark magics. They seem to be more interested in the predators than anything else. But apparently, they've been known to dabble into powers that are largely unknown. This particular whatever that thing was, its behavior's very similar to others that you've come across or heard information in regards to. So it's pretty likely that whatever that was might be part of this cult.
Actually, under that same merit, could I roll like an Arcana or History as well?
Same answer. That is, you'll get different information depending which one you roll.
Ooh, okay. Then I think I'll go with History
All right.
for virtue of he would be more have knowing about. Yeah, you get my point. I think History.
Can't make heads or tails about that thing.
Fair.
It's just some crazy, what looked like a goat in rags and screaming like a maniac.
Kind of self-explanatory, really.
Always fun.
So Silk is going to look back at the guy. There's a cult I've run into once or twice that I suspect he's a part of, but I don't want to say anything for certain yet.
A cult, madam?
Cult. Practicing malicious magic.
I
Getting
see.
involved with predators.
His eyes get big and he shakes his head.
Or so I hear.
Why would anyone do that? That's insanity.
Does
Some-
Road overhear this?
Some will take any road to power.
Oh yes, very much so. There's no attempt to keep this conversation quiet. Well, I guess so.
Some simply go insane. For now. Honestly, I couldn't tell you which one he was.
Huh.
It doesn't seem that weird.
Well, thank you, madam. I didn't mean to bother you.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was thinking about that myself. That is why I'm here, I think.
Right, you're the Arcanist, aren't you?
She nods.
Well, what was with that darkness that shot out? What was that? What were those things?
What kind of check would I make for this?
Those. I will say you can make a Arcana, Religion, or Nature.
Arcana it is. Silk shrugs. They're dead now.
Fair enough. They're dead now.
I mean-
fair enough.
She's not wrong.
But do you know what that big black thing was?
I assume I can't make a check for that one.
Well, I was running the assumption the Arcana was for the creatures.
Yeah. But he asked about the big black thing, and that ties to them, or?
Nah, two separate checks.
Okay. So another Arcana check.
Oh no.
All right. You don't know what that was exactly. Like you couldn't identify the type of energy, but you recognize it as similar to what happened in Rain. So either
Confirming what I already suspected.
either it's the same kind of energy or a very similar kind of energy to whatever that was back in Rain.
So the response. Well, neither Red nor I are familiar with it, but I think that's basically what happened back in Rain as well.
His eyes grow wide with terror as he begins looking around frantically. I'm gonna go below decks and make sure that the caravan's okay. Thank you. He dismisses himself rather
Glad I could help.
hurriedly.
Come back if you have any more questions.
Fawn,
Yes.
as you go below decks, the guard gives you a more careful examination, and upon noticing your wounds, lets out a gasp. Miss Crystalhoof, you're injured!
Yes, I noticed that.
Sorry. Apologies, I didn't mean to. Should I go get a healer?
That would be nice.
Yes, wait one moment, please. The guard in question, actually heads back up, heads up above. Excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. Are any of you a healer by chance?
Yes, why?
She pauses for a moment. Your services are needed below decks.
Okay. And then I'm assuming Napolia will be shown the way down to where Fawn is.
Yes.
Road considers speaking up, but he knows the extent of his abilities.
The guard glances at Saint, but appears to be a bit too scared to say anything and just carries on.
Saint just sits there menacingly.
Is Saint bleeding, by the
Just
way?
standing there.
A little bit, yeah.
Fair enough.
There's like red leaking from the places in between her armor. But she just stands there silently.
By the way,
Menacingly.
bardic inspiration lasts for 10 minutes or until used.
So
That's
Well, I
why
mean, it got used.
Well, no, it didn't get used because he had advantage on that attack roll.
Oh.
So I just left it there.
Just intelligence check something real quick. Do bats actually eat citrus fruits? The answer is no, they really don't. But it's a good naming convention.
That said, Apolia, you are taken below decks, and sure enough, you're shown to Fawn. And Fawn, you see Apolia approaching with the guard who ran off to find a healer.
Yes.
Well, I'm looking up at Apolia.
And Apolia looks down.
Well, that happened. What do you know about first aid?
I know enough that I can heal your leg.
If you...
You're healed for 40 hit points.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, can you put me back? Can you put me back on the player layer?
Oh, right,
So I
yeah,
can
sorry.
Make that adjustment.
I forgot for a second that only I can see you at the moment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Are you
Just-
feeling...
What?
You first.
Oh, just try not to make a habit of getting killed.
I'll try. Do you have any... is there any bandages around?
Yes, I do believe we have some of those. I'll be right back, Miss Crystalhoof. Or Madam Crystalhoof, and she dashes off.
Well, if you're feeling better, I'll head up above decks again. I suspect that another member of our party needs help.
How much health is Saint actually down?
30, like 70 a lot. Yes.
I see.
Yes, while this scene is unfolding down below decks, was there anything happening up above?
Well, I think Road would try to kind of chat with the menacing reindeer.
Alright, ball's in your court.
Okay. Then, as he sort of drops down as cow do, he's going to give Saint a little bit of a look at.
Hold that thought for just a split second.
Road casts hold person on self.
Cast hold person on the thought.
Oh, I'm not gonna make a mean joke.
Sorry, apologies. Like you were saying?
Well, Road is going to give Saint a bit of a look at with concern, mostly concern. I feel like that's the best emotion to express when looking at Saint. And kind of raise an eyebrow and not be entirely for it, I guess. He's probably about here.
Alright.
No, heck. And he's going to ask, "Are you alright?"
After what seems like an eternity, it responds. Olive.
Well, since that was a long pause, Apollya, you appear above decks.
Hmm.
Yay!
Back.
I feel like most of us would, but you did kind of take a beating.
Yes.
I keep thinking of really dumb things for Road to say that he would absolutely not say. You're quiet, aren't you? Almost as quiet as that guard you killed. I see you took a beating here, but not as much as the guard you killed. No,
Jeez.
no.
Ooh.
I don't think there's any real way for Road to segue this into talking about that. So,
You might just have to bring it up as its own topic at some point.
yeah. I think Road is going to kind of, with concern, walk a bit past Saint, maybe looking back at her and pausing for a second before walking, I guess, just over here. Maybe, well, he would go see Silk, but Apollya's appeared again, so I guess he's gonna kind of stop about.
It watches as they leave.
Menacing.
Menacingly.
But yes, Apollya, as you come up, it appears Road more or less heads in your general direction.
And they both keep walking until they bang into each other. Yes, play this. That is the most menacing music you could play.
I don't hear it.
It hasn't played yet, fortunately. Or
Oh.
please don't.
Don't actually do that.
No. Please, no YouTube links. We get, if you play YouTube links, YouTube thinks we're pirating and shuts things down. Or so I've been told.
Oh dear.
That said, Polya, do you engage Road in conversation? Do you